Inspiration for my blood sisters to thrive.
Scuffling with my body to stay alive.
Struggling for the ability to strive.
Conqueror a recurring death race.
Prospering in any case.
I am a warrior, I am a fighter. I am a sickle cell disease survivor. What's up, Cellies? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be talking about pain meds, do's and don'ts. Some of the things that you should do with your pain meds and things that you shouldn't do with your pain meds. So we're going to go ahead and start. This is going to be a quick video. Okay. Number one, take your meds as prescribed. Of course, you know how important it is to follow the directions that your doctor give you when it comes to your medicine and taking your meds. Like I was saying, don't take your medicine. Take your meds as prescribed, because I'm not starting over still. Take your meds as prescribed by your doctor. So that means if they tell you to do 1 every 4 hours, do 1 every 4 hours. 2 every 4 hours, do 2 every 4 hours. Or in some instances when my pain is a bit more severe and I decide not to go to the emergency room, my doctor has given me the advice to double up on my meds and take them every 3 hours. However, you still don't want to do that unless you get permission from your doctor, because you don't know how you're going to react to an increase of the dose that they gave you. Number 2, keep track of the time you take them. This is something that I struggle with so much. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Like, I'll take my medicine. I don't look at the clock to see what time I take my medicine. So I don't remember how long ago it was. So I end up, and I'm not gonna take it too close together. So I'll wait like 2 hours.
Okay, so I got a question. Like, you don't be doing nothing when you just take your medicine? Like, you don't be watching nothing or nothing like that?
No.
Oh,
well, no, it depends. Sometimes I might be watching something, but a lot of times I even be forgetting that I took it.
Because, like, if I'm watching something, I'll be like, okay, I just watched how many episodes of this right here? And I just look at the episode length and then subtract the time.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but I don't always be watching something. But not even just that, but I'll forget completely that I took it.
Or if, like,
just because I didn't pay attention to what was going on when I was taking it, I'll forget. And then I'll be like, dang, did I take my medicine? And, you know, that whole back and forth. I don't know, I'm the only person that do that, but it happens all the time. Oh, no. So keep track.
To help too.
Let me know when I just took my medicine.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, I just took my medicine now. If I ask y'all this question right here, let me know.
It just be me. So I just be depending on myself, and sometimes I ask my mom, did I take my medicine? Did I say something about taking my medicine? I ain't know. I don't know. She don't never know. She don't never know.
So you gotta text and say, Mom, I'm taking my medicine.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm also set a timer.
I mean, yeah,
and I used to do that. Like I used to like look at the time, and then I would set a timer for me to take it again, for me to take the next dose. But I be busy, and I be forgetting. I forget, and I be like, dang, I was supposed to take my medicine, but I didn't. So yeah, it's important to keep track, because when you forget, or if you, like me, forget completely that you took your medicine, you go do that whole back and forth thing. Did I take my medicine? Yeah, I did take it. No, I didn't. That pain go come, you be like, I must not have taken the medicine, and you don't even know. You go either do that, or you're gonna spend a whole lot of time without taking your next dose, and then your pain is gonna come back harder, and you're gonna set yourself back. So it's important to keep track. Don't be like me and forget. Number 3, ask your doctor any questions you have about your pain medicine. What I mean by this is, if you got a question about your medicine, ask your doctor. Do not ask anybody else. Now, it's okay to get advice from different warriors or whatever, but you have to understand that all of us are different. Things affect us differently, and the best person that's going to know anything you want to know about taking your pain meds is the doctor. I have gotten advice from, I only ask one specific person for advice because she be knowing. So I've gotten advice from her a few times, and you know, she don't steer me wrong, but you know, I still check with my doctor even though I ask her. Number 4, carefully assess your pain before taking them. Now, I know I'm not the only one. When it comes to sickle cell, it's really tricky. Sometimes you will have these bursts of pain that might feel like a full-blown crisis, but then they'll kind of go away after a little while. That's rare. Most of the time, whenever I have a crisis, it's staying. But sometimes you will have you will have some pain for a short amount of time, and you be like, oh, I'm in pain, I gotta take my medicine. And then right after you take it, it stops. I mean, you know, you still did what you were supposed to do. Don't hold off on taking your medicine. But, you know, if you, like, let's say you got something to do and you really need to be coherent, then carefully assess your pain before taking it. And it also depends on how much pain you're able to handle, I guess you can tolerate, because I don't always take my pain medicine. Like, for certain levels, I'll just go without it. Probably not a good thing, but I do. It's probably not a good thing, but I do. It goes with the same thing as me forgetting, because I'll just be like, I'll be sitting at the computer like, oh yeah, I'm in a little bit of pain. And I'm like, I can go without it.
I'm randomly just start texting
and then when I get done, I'll be in a lot of pain and regretting that I didn't take it. So assess your pain before you take your medicine, but still take it if you need your medicine. Don't be like me and try to hold up or try to see if you can go without it, because that's not good maintenance.
It's not.
Or pain management. It's not. But I will say this: I can tolerate a lot of pain. It's not a good thing, but it's not something to brag about. But I can tolerate a good bit of pain because I've had to, without either having medicine to take or you know, just tolerating it. Even taking my medicine, because every time you take it, just because you take your pain medicine, it doesn't mean that it's going to relieve your pain. Sometimes you just feel like you're taking it for nothing, because it doesn't always help. Number 5, drink plenty water. This is very important, because even on days when I'm not taking my pain medicine, I get real bad cotton mouth. My mouth is very dry, and even my eyeballs are dry. So I have to drink medicine all the time.
I gotta make you laugh about something after this. After you done.
Oh.
After you done.
But drink plenty of water so you can stay hydrated, because your pain meds do dehydrate you. It does dry your body out, and you can definitely see the signs. I mean, if your lips are always white, your tongue is always dry, your eyeballs, because sometimes my eyeballs be irritated, but it's because I'm dehydrated. So drinking that water is important. Like, I literally be feeling like I'm gonna die if I don't drink some water. Like, I don't see how people live without water. Like, you would think that I was a fish, because I cannot go without it. Number 5, get some rest while you're on your medicine. I know a lot of us do, and I'm not going to tell you not to do this, because I would be being a hypocrite, because I do it. But when you are in pain and you're taking your pain medicine, try to get as much rest as you can. I know that some of us got jobs and we got other things that we're doing. So, you know, you don't want to just sit down. You do not have kids.
I got kids.
You don't want to just like lay down and rest while you're in pain. You want to get stuff done. And honestly, taking our meds is like the only way we can really function. So if I'm on my meds, if I take my meds because I'm in pain, then I'm able to sit at the computer or do whatever else I need to do while I'm on my medicine. But
the puppies.
But yeah, make sure you get some rest. You know, you don't have to rest all day, but get a good bit.
Rest enough for you to feel good enough to do what you need to do.
Because the recovery process and like taking pain meds beats our body down just as much as having sickle cell does.
Oh yeah, that had you out.
Like, it makes you tired, it makes you worn out, it drains you. Like, and you know, sometimes I be getting, the next morning I get what I call pain medicine hangovers. And it's the worst feeling ever. Like, I really hate it. Like, you have the headache, you tired, you're dehydrated, and you just like, your body just feels like it's been beaten physically. So it's important to get some rest and stay hydrated and do all of those things to try to prevent that. Number 7, take them in a safe space, which means try not to be in places where you don't trust your surroundings when you take your pain medicine, because you never know what type of experience you're going to have after them. Sometimes you don't have a reaction, and sometimes you have a strong reaction to them. So you want to be in an environment that's safe for you, where you feel comfortable to do it. And I know that's not always easy, but you know, try to do it as much as you can. Number 8, store them in a safe space. On the bottle, it tells you to store your pain medicine in a, like they say, a cool area, like a shaded, like a cool area, so nothing will happen to them, because pills can change texture and stuff like that if you leave them around too much light, or if they get wet or something like that. So you need to store them in a space where they won't get damaged, so you will have them when you need them. You sound like you think you're hard on that.
Like, so like, I got one of my prescriptions refilled the other day, right? Ibuprofen. And why was the pill smooth? I was like, what the?
You said it was smooth.
Them tell me smooth.
Like new, like
new, like they been smooth.
So you ain't used to your pills being smooth?
No, I was like, why they feel like they felt brand new?
Yeah, because when you keep them in certain spaces, they don't stay like that. That's how they're supposed to be. But if you like sit them under light or something like that, or you waste water, it's gonna change it.
Well, yeah, that was the first time that's ever happened to me. Ever seen it smooth. So I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Mine always be like that.
No, I was not ready for them to be smooth, Bonnie. I was like, they're smooth. Oh my god! I told Mama, you're smooth.
How do they be? I don't get it.
Like, it just be a wreck. Like they're
so the
shiny
shape
smooth.
changed.
No, they're the same shape.
They're
shiny
different
smooth.
texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they will change, especially depending on where they get it from.
Okay, see, I didn't.
So it can look different. Like, for instance, the Zofran that I take, I'm used to the real tiny pills, but when I got the new prescription, the pills were bigger and they were shaped different. And I'm used to the little ones, so you can when you take them with your pain medicine, you can take all of it at one time. But when they get bigger, you gotta break it up.
No,
that won't be too much.
I want people to have it over with.
Yeah, it does change.
Medicine, I was like,
depending on who they get it from, they don't always, like, it's different brands of medicine, different pharmaceutical companies that they get them from, so they look different.
You know the texture of something, and you touch something different, you be like, wait a minute, this ain't it.
Mine been shiny. Mine be shiny all the time. You just now started getting from Williamsburg.
I've always been at Williamsburg.
Always.
I've been at Williamsburg for a minute. Yeah, when you switched to Williamsburg, I switched.
Oh, okay, because I'm about to say CVS gonna be different, probably.
But no, when I'm getting up from Williamsburg, damn, shiny. It's the first time I got them niggas shiny.
I gotta pay attention to mine, but I feel like mine was always
like that. I touched them, I was like, these ain't the right pills. I look at the bottle.
Yeah, mine was always like that.
Okay, they shiny.
Unless I just didn't pay attention to them all, though. Number 9, organize them for easy use. And that's basically like when you get one of those like pill organizers, the ones that have the whole week, and you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every Sunday I arrange my medicine in those pills, because they got one for the morning, they got the afternoon, and then they got night. Okay. I take a lot of medicine, so I got
a different arrangement thing. Like, I got old pill bottles that the pill, like how you get prescription refilled and you keep the old
Keep
bottle.
the bottles.
Yeah, I would pour some in the old bottle and I keep a bottle at the foot of my bed because I be laying down playing my game. So I don't gotta get up.
I be keeping my old bottles sometimes too.
So I do that with all my medicine that I take, and I be like, okay.
But I was like, let me get a thing, because when I started to have to take more medicine, when I started taking Altabride, because that's 3 pills, I was like, let me just get one of the organizers, because at first I had one where it didn't have like every day for the week, it was just like once. So I had to keep doing it every day. So I got one of the big ones. I forgot what you call them. That's isn't it calendar, a pill calendar or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, it's easier to manage when they're organized, especially if you take a lot of medicine like I do.
Yeah, that's my organization. I got one at my bed.
I got a bunch of bottles. I hate seeing all those bottles, and even with that, I still got a lot of bottles because I still take a lot of medicine. So it's like,
I'll be like
10,
okay,
12 bottles.
Like I got some like right there, and I got some right here. My brother come in the room, he be like, bruh, you take a lot of medicine.
That is a lot of medicine.
I'll be like, it's not that much, man. Yes, it is.
Number 10, eat plenty of food. This is important because sometimes people think that they can just take medicine on an empty stomach. Pain medicine, you cannot take on an empty stomach. It's going to make you throw up. It can make you throw up. It'll make your stomach hurt really bad because it doesn't have anything, because it kind of like, it's kind of acidic when you think about it. Yeah. It's like it's eating your stomach lining when you don't eat, you don't have food in your stomach.
That thing how you feeling rough.
Yeah, you miserable. you feel worse because you didn't eat.
You can't eat nothing once you done take that medicine, and you gonna throw it up.
Yeah, a lot of times you will.
Like if you eat,
but that's why I use cornstarch, because it's good for throw up, and it's good for that.
I'm against the cornstarch.
I know you don't like it, but I use it in situations like that, like when you know, like you said, you can't eat because it's gonna throw up because you feel nauseated.
Yeah, because
sometimes the nausea medicine don't work. Or it doesn't work as fast, so you need something quick before you throw it up. So that's what I use, because it's a good. I ain't advising y'all to do that, but it's like a good coating for your stomach.
No, I'm not bringing cornstarch.
You ain't gotta do that.
No, I'm not bringing your
mama. No, cornstarch be in your house. I just borrowed some for your mama.
I don't think she's eating it, but
she might not be eating it, but I definitely borrowed some from y'all recently. But I use it in situations like that, like when I can't eat and I also need something on my stomach. Cause you know, get the cornstarch and drink the water so it can go down fast.
She is making.
You trying to hurry up? Yeah, it be coating it. I looked it up on Google and it was saying that cornstarch keeps you from throwing up. And I actually, cause when I had a you call the thing. I had a stomach bug one time, and I was also having a crisis. I couldn't keep my medicine down, so your mama gave me the idea. Yeah. Your mama gave me the idea, and I used it, and it actually stopped me from throwing up.
Yeah, we had like.
I still had to go to the hospital because I had already gotten dehydrated, and my my hemoglobin was low. But it stopped me from throwing up.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like I learned a lot of stuff about cornstarch from your mama.
Now you from your mama.
Bro, she know everything to know about that stuff. But I be using it because it helps me, and plus because I don't have a big appetite, so like, and me forcing food down it's gonna make me nauseous. So it's like defeats the purpose. So that's what I use.
Yeah, she got a little stomach. She ain't eating.
Yeah, my hair's so itchy, man. Okay, now we're gonna go to the don'ts. The first don't is don't take more meds without consulting your doctor. Basically, what I said earlier, like, you know, you take your medicine as prescribed, but if your pain is more severe than usual, you can ask your doctor another regimen for you to deal with that pain, that particular crisis or whatever. But don't change it without asking your doctor. Or if you've already gotten that permission and that's something that you've already done, then of course you're going to rely on that whenever you need to. But if you've never done it before, don't Don't. Let your doctor advise you on how to take your medicine.
You floating upside down.
Number 2, now they give you I forgot the name of the drug. Well, what the name of it? Narcan. Now they give you Narcan. It's this thing that you put in your nose. Like if you accidentally overdose or something like that, your family can administer it to you to keep you from overdosing off your pain medicine. The reason why you don't get it is because you don't take the type of medicine that I take.
Like who is?
Because of the type of medicine I take, that's why they give it to me. But yeah, they got that. I think that's a good idea.
I kind of, my household, my mama, she be sleeping.
I mean, you can do it yourself if you ain't got nobody to
Well,
help
I'm about to
you.
say, if they get to that
I mean,
point,
if you're aware, because
yeah,
sometimes that junk can knock you out.
Yeah, if it gets to that point and I'm not aware, I'm done, boy.
What are you talking about? I'm all the way on the other side of the house from her.
She's waking up.
No, if you,
Well,
I couldn't imagine being able to say that I'm overdosed, call her and say, "Mom, I think I'm overdosed."
I think we both kind of messed up.
Because I can be in there literally dying loud. I could die loud. Somebody could be in my room shooting me and they will not move.
They ain't coming.
They will not move.
They ain't coming. Yo.
They do not care what goes on in there. They ain't moving.
They ain't coming. I had to think about that.
I be coughing so hard. I be like, bro, I could have died and y'all didn't even. Any little thing I hear whenever something going on with them, I jump up and we checking. What going on?
CJ is super cautious. That could be.
Yeah, I'm checking.
And he be stuttering, so it'd be funny. I'm like, bruh.
You startle him that way. Every noise they make, I get up and check to see what's going on. I be sounding like I'm dying, and they do not move at all. I be like, y'all heard me? Yep, we heard you. Do you just not care about my life?
Oh my god, it'd be funny because I didn't hear you. I'd be like, dang.
Tell me through the game. And it'd be funny because I be sleeping. I wake up doing that. That junk is scary. That junk is scary. Like people who be popping pills, they must ain't never had that experience before. That junk is scary. It's like you stop breathing. And I don't take too much medicine. Like I take it how I'm supposed to. So imagine you taking a lot of them.
I'm real, so I'm always be sleeping. CJ the only cautious one in the house, and Tyler like stupid questions. Well, I'm in a pickle.
Ain't nobody even gonna move. Like my mama them. Sometimes when I call them, they don't even be answering.
Very bad.
Like that. Bixby need to mind his business.
You use your Bixby?
No, Bixby automatically do the jump, and I think because my Fitbit is synced to it.
Oh, you got
Fitbit? Take that junk off.
She got a
Cause I be calling, she don't answer. I'll call Ty. He answers sometimes.
Baby, Bonner says she ain't feeling.
Number 2, don't discuss your medicine with strangers or anybody, because y'all know what type of culture we live in. We live in a pill popping culture. You be done tell somebody that you take a certain type of medicine, like he said, they rob you. They take your medicine, and now you ain't got nothing to take when you sick. You can't disclose that information to people. Whenever people ask me what type of medicine I take, I be like narcotics. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
or I'll say ibuprofen.
You can't be specific.
Well, I don't take nothing but ibuprofen.
They may try to rob you.
Because even your family, you got to keep it from them too sometimes.
Yep, can't trust them.
Is that real?
Just because they're blood?
They do not care that you're sick. People do not. If people who are addicted to medicine do not care that you're sick, take it from me. They don't care. They don't. So do not discuss it with friends. Try not to say it in public, because even though we be making these videos, sometimes I might slip and say what medicine I take, but I take a lot. Yeah. So me just saying one is really nothing. It's a lot of different types of medicine, a lot of different pain medicine that I take. So Yeah. I ain't about to sit and name everything or tell somebody. Because first thing gonna be like, let me get some. And it's like, I'm sick. Like, why would you even want something from a sick person? What is wrong with you? Something is wrong with you if that's the first thing you say when a person tells you they take pain medicine.
The elevator don't go way up.
It doesn't the elevator, that addiction.
Like, you
need to get help.
Like,
Y'all need to get, and if you somebody that got addiction and you watch this video, get help. Cause that's ridiculous.
Yes.
And no matter those pills ain't gonna do nothing for you, but make your life more complicated. Because you definitely can get different illnesses from taking medicine when you're not supposed to. And you can die because so many people have died. Yeah.
Like, just
that medicine will mess up your liver and your kidneys.
Like, they're going to tell you.
We take it because we don't have a choice, but it's still messing up our bodies.
Yeah.
It don't matter how careful you are, it's doing it worse because it's your body is getting destroyed by sickle cell. Then you take your pain medicine. That's double the damage, basically. Number 3, don't leave your meds exposed. And what I mean by this is like when you're doing videos and stuff. On social media, move your pills out of the frame so nobody can see your information on your bottles, and so they won't see that you take medicine and what type of medicine that you take.
That would make you more safe at the end of the day.
Right.
People are crazy.
They are.
Like, you see all the time on YouTube, like, people sometimes, like, they mess up and they actually, like, they don't blur out where they address or something, and people... You hear stories of people coming to their house, knocking on their doors and stuff
people
like
will do that.
Because people are crazy.
Don't give out your address. And even to people like that do business, even if they actually do sell stuff to you, do not give somebody your address without having paperwork to follow it. If you don't have an invoice or nothing like that, do not give it to them. Do not send nobody your address in your inbox. Like, that's not safe. You can't trust everybody. Number 4. Oh, we already talked about this. Don't take your medicine on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Like, that is like the worst thing that you could do. It makes you feel worse than the actual pain. Yeah. Like, I've been on my knees before because that junk was hurting.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, when it get like that, you can't eat the food because the food is going to come back up.
You can't eat no food. You can't drink no water.
It's going to come back up.
You might as well just sit there because if you drink that water, you're going to throw up fluids. And that's nasty in its own self. So
if I do drink my water, I do it slow. I drink a little at a time. Or I get some chewing gum. You could do that. You could chew because the mint will help alleviate the nausea, yeah. You could use minty chewing gum.
You just got all the non-vomiting life hacks.
I'll take a lot of it. I hate throwing up. I
Like, think everybody hates it.
I try to avoid it as much as I can. Because that is like the worst feeling. I feel like everything coming out you.
Then you gotta I was about to say exfoliate your mouth.
Then not even just that, like your stomach feels raw.
Yeah, like that junk.
Like it just was
all of this right here feel nasty. Like, oh.
Yeah. You could also get acid reflux like that too, because you're upsetting the balance in your stomach. You're upsetting those chemicals by not having food to soak up that medicine.
You know how mad I'll be if I give myself acid reflux?
I already got it. And it's terrible.
Wait,
I got it from taking medicine. I don't even know how you don't have it. Well, that's because you don't take the ones I take.
Yeah, if I
but
get acid reflux from taking medicine.
I had it ever since I was a teenager.
Ain't that the thing when you can't eat? Well, you can eat spicy food, but like it'll mess with you.
Yeah, everything gonna mess with you, not just spicy food. The pain meds mess with me. Certain drinks, Powerade, like the orange Powerade.
Yeah.
Certain ones will mess with me, so I've started using kombucha and then ginger ale, and sometimes even a ginger ale will mess with me. But the kombucha, that is like the only thing that I ain't gonna say the only thing, because cornstarch works, but that can mess with you too. So like A lot of stuff will give you acid reflux.
Alright,
And
so
acid reflux is not fun
I'm not trying to have
at
acid
all. Your
reflux.
throat is burning, your
Because I
stomach
like-
is burning.
I like to eat stuff.
The belching and
Let's see, okay, that ain't gonna bother me. I just like to eat stuff now.
no, it gonna
Feel
bother
the
you because it gonna
repercussions.
burn every time it happens. Your
Oh.
throat gonna be on fire, your esophagus, and it can also mess up the lining in your throat, the acid. Cause it's basically just the acid like coming up
Pretty much
out of
in
your stomach.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much you might as well drink fire. That's what you're telling me.
And that's basically what it's like. That junk is terrible. I've lost sleep for that junk. I'm playing the game tonight. I deserve it.
What?
Number 5, don't give your medicine away. Do not give your medicine to nobody because you can't afford to. You
Nope.
be having pain or whatever. You can't afford to let nobody borrow any or give it away to nobody because you're gonna need it. And like your doctor ain't gonna give you no prescription.
Nah,
They only do it monthly. So, and with sickle cell, you can have a lot of pills and run out because of pain or whatever. So, you ain't wanna like, give it away. Cause then you got less to manage your pain.
Yep.
Don't wait until the last minute for refills. Usually when it's time for our refills, our doctor tells us to tell her 2 days in advance. So I guess if that's like a rule that y'all got with your doctor or whatever, but like don't wait until the day that you're supposed to get your refill to
you
call
ain't
it
getting
in. You gotta call it in before, because especially now, after dealing with the post-COVID thing, it takes a lot of time. You're not going to be able to communicate to them. They're not getting your messages, or it's backed up because they have so many patients to give them to. So by the time they get to you, some time has passed and you've run out or whatever. Now you gotta wait.
Yep.
So it's important to not wait to the last minute to order your refills or to call your doctor and get a prescription renewal. 7, don't mix meds with other substances. This goes without saying. Don't drink alcohol while you're on your meds. Don't mix it with other meds or like different stuff. Like, you do want to get advice from your doctor. Usually when they give you your prescriptions, they arrange it in a way where you'll be able to take things like, let's say you got a cold and you need to take cold medicine, you'll be able to still take the cold medicine while you're on your meds or whatever, while you're taking your meds or whatever. They usually arrange it that way or whatever, but certain things I feel like you should check with them before you take it, if you do take meds, because I take long acting pain meds and I also have my breakthrough meds. So I'm trying to think, is there any cold medicine that any like other medicine or whatever that mixes? Like, I think, what is that, Theraflu? Huh? That's the one that be knocking me out. Like, it'll make you. Yeah, but I ain't used to have that problem. But like, because I take long acting pain meds, it knocks me out. Not in a bad way. Like, I go to sleep. It's not terrible, but like I said, most things you can take while you're taking medicine, but certain things you do need to ask your doctor before you do it.
Oh, but so, man, like, you taking your pain medicine with just anything now, you asking to go meet the creator.
But definitely don't do it with alcohol. Definitely don't do it with weed. I don't know if that's a thing, because I know that they're legalizing weed now, so it may be something you can mix it, but I would be scared to
I would
do
think
that.
that's the thing, because of the way how people are and how they be wanting
the high.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
Talking about people with sickle cell, you think?
No.
Oh,
I'm
talking about people with sickle cell.
Oh, I hope not.
I ain't talking about like other people.
Okay. See, I was just thinking in general.
I would hope that y'all don't want that high, because it's terrible.
Y'all trying to go.
You're trying to meet their makeup fast. Like, chasing a high, it ain't worth it. But like I said, I don't know, because I'm trying to think about if somebody ever said that they do that. Somebody who takes sickle cell, somebody who has sickle cell. But I would think if they smoke weed because some people probably do smoke weed because it's legal in certain states. But I think people do have weed and they have their pain meds.
Probably.
Because it's legal.
Yeah.
And like some people get the card, because Shayna says she got a card, so she can try medical marijuana.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they advise you to not take with your pain. I don't know. That's something that y'all have to ask your doctor. Don't drive while on meds. I know that this is hard for people who take long-acting medicine and like you got responsibilities. Like not all of us have people that we can depend on, so you have to do this. But try not to, like as much as you can. Try not to, because you never know how your body is gonna react to it. Like I've had instances, when you idle and you take in your pain meds, you falling asleep. Driving is one of those things that's kind of boring. So like your body is kind of relaxed. It's boring. Like you don't really have nothing to keep you awake and you on your meds. You probably gonna doze a couple of times. And it only take one time for you to get in an accident. So like try not to take them while you're driving or while you operating like heavy machinery or moving stuff around and stuff like that. Yeah, at work. Number 9, don't miss a dose when you're in pain, which I talked about earlier. Like, don't be me. Don't skip a dose, and remember to take your medicine when you're supposed to. Don't do like me and forget.
I can't say that because.
And then go back and forth with the like, did I take my medicine? I ain't taking my medicine. I ain't taking my medicine. And then I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna wait 2 hours to take it.
Yeah, I can't.
And then maybe like 6 hours after I took it the first time.
Because I blatantly missed my time. I was like, okay, I feel bad. I'm not gonna take it. I don't need the next dose.
You do need it.
Huh?
You do need it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need it. A couple of minutes later, body was like, bro, you need it the other day.
I would say like in situations like that, like at least take it for 24 hours, like every 4 hours for at least 24 before you stop. I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to me, but that's what I would do. Because y'all know how sickle cell is. Like you think you be good, and it's like, nope. What you thought this was? You don't run this, I run this. And you back on your back, and I hate being on my back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't got no number 10.
It ain't no number 10. It just say
don't.
It just say don't.
Number 10, don't. Don't do what you're not supposed to do. And y'all know what that is, because all of our doctors give us clear instructions to follow when we take our medicine. So y'all know what it is. Yeah. But I thought it was important for us to make this video in the midst of the opioid crisis, because that's going on. It will affect us, and it has affected us a lot when it comes to the emergency room and managing our pain at home. So, I just thought that it was a good idea for us to talk about this today in this video. But thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. To learn more about us, visit our website at cellmatesapparel.com.